So if you're wondering how a lot of people have like a lot of plus 20 artifacts, for example, someone who's been playing the game for a very, very long time like me, there is something that you can do every day to level up your artifacts faster. I think this is something that can help you if you don't already know what it is. So what we're going to be talking about today is the artifact route in Genshin. I know you guys have probably seen this before, but it's basically a route where you can collect around 100 of these white and green artifacts, and eventually they add up to like 1 plus 20 artifact every week if you can do it every day. It's something you can only do once a day, every 24 hours. And I know it's not something that everyone can do every single day because, you know, we don't all have time to do this. But I think it's something that you can do when you don't have resin or you have a little extra time playing this game. It's just a little bit of extra resources for your account. I've been playing this game for like 2 years now, and as you can see, there are a lot of plus 20 artifacts here, and some of these are because I do this artifact route, and I've been doing this artifact route for more than a year. So I'm not claiming for this to be like the most efficient one. This is the one I got used to. This is gonna be like an uncut video. I do this a lot on stream, but today I'm not streaming. Today's actually the day before the Scaramouche live stream, so if you guys want to follow along, this is not gonna be cut. This is just gonna be me, maybe some music in the background, farming artifacts. This is best done with like 2 animo characters for the movement speed bonus. So I have Zhao and Sayu, and Zhongli or any Geo character if you have one. I start here because I think these are the more annoying ones, so yeah. Some of these respawn every 24 hours, and like there are a couple spots that respawn every 12 hours. I think I'll just put them somewhere on the screen if you want to min-max it like that, but I stopped doing that a long time ago, so yeah. I think this spot's actually one of the ones that respawns every 12 hours, I think. So yeah, this one with like a bunch of artifacts. So if you wanted to do one, but didn't want to do the whole thing, do this one. And there's one artifact here that's really, really far. Not worth getting in my opinion, but I still do it anyway. I usually kill these enemies, but for this video, I'll try to avoid as much enemies as possible, to just show you guys like the general route and where to find all the good all of the artifacts, yeah. I think this was also one of the spots that respawns every 12 hours. I'm not so sure. This one is why, this part of the route is the reason why I have so many horsetails on my account. Like, people always ask me how I have a lot of horsetails. I don't actively collect them, but it's these 3 every day for like the past year that I've been doing this. And like right now I think I have, yeah, this much horsetails. I don't really use them, but yeah, I like pretty much memorize most of this route, even like all the enemy spawns. So that's also the reason why sometimes I'm like, sometimes my inventory is full from like some of the mob drops from this route. Usually like treasure hoarder things, slimes. That's basically it, yeah. Also, if you guys have Nahida, it's really fun to have her for an exploration team because she can just collect all the stuff that's kind of out of the way, but you can see. Saves like a little bit of time, but it's not really necessary. None of these characters are required for this. You could do this with like Animo Traveler, Jean or Sucrose just for the 2 Animo speed, stamina consumption. Also, this is nowhere like optimal. I don't think this is the optimal route anymore. Like this route, I've been doing it since like before Sumeru like existed, before Inazuma. So it's not optimal, but it's the one I got used to. And when it's something you're used to, it's very hard to like not do this part of the route anymore. Because then like taking time to learn the new or like other routes, well, that just defeats the purpose of this. Is supposed to be something you can do really quick, right? Like 15 minutes, my brain basically turns off and I can just do this really fast once a day. Like there's three slimes here. All good, we won't kill them this time. They get to live for 1 day. There's another one in Dragon Spine. And the reason why I said bring like Zhongli or any Geo character is just for like convenience for one of the parts, which is the one we're going to next after the Dragon Spine one. She's here. After you get this one, you can get these. That's just ores though, not artifacts, so I don't really collect them anymore. But if you want to, you can. And then you bring a Geo character just for this pressure plate. That's basically the only reason why you want a Geo character, and it's just to go here and get like 1 or 2 extra I think 1 extra artifact, so it's not even something that you need to do if you guys don't have the time. Yeah, for this 1 inspection spot, and that's it. Go to this domain. Doing this before this domain was released was really annoying because I had to like go through the other way. But now, since there's a domain TP here, it's easier to get to. We'll do a count at the end of this to see how many artifacts we actually get. I think it's a little over 80 artifacts. And we can do like some calculation just to see how much that actually gives us in terms of artifact XP. Because you don't get only whites, you get whites and greens. It's like an average of maybe like 1 1/8 of the artifacts being greens. It's RNG, I think, yeah. We're nearing the end of the like OG route, I think is what I'd call it. Like for the people who've been playing this game forever and have also been doing this route since like the start of the game, this is like the end of the OG route. We'll move on to some of the newer parts. Inazuma. Probably like not gonna cut this video up in terms of like the speeding up or anything, just so like you could follow along. But I will be cutting out some of the sounds because like my keyboard and my mouse makes a lot of noise. So yeah, just so it's like less annoying, I'm gonna cut that out. There's also this guy who you can kill. We'll save him this time. We won't kill him just for this video, so he gets to live as well, like the other slimes a while ago. Go here, and we're nearing the end of the route. To be honest, it's really quick. And then we end with the ship in Inazuma. And after this, you basically have exhausted like all of the inspect points. So there's no point even in going in like the newer routes in Sumeru or some of the newer ones in Inazuma, because after the ship, you basically have nothing. Like you don't get to inspect those parts anymore. They're just gonna disappear. Because there's a limit. I don't know why there's a limit. They should really remove that, and maybe we could do like a really long route with even more artifacts. But probably just to slow down our progress a little bit. Yeah, the ship has around 15 artifacts, I think. And that's basically the end. It's really fast. I think as soon as you like memorize it or go back to this video every time you want to farm for it, it's really easy to do. So let's just count how many we actually got. The new ones, because I cleared out my inventory before this video to just so it's clear to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Around 11 of the greens. And for white artifacts, it's 1, 2. 85 white artifacts, so around 90-ish to 100. And if we check what that is in artifact XP, each green is 840, so double of the whites, and the whites are 420. So if you say around 80 whites and around 8 greens on the low end, you're getting, if we pull out a calculator real quick, so if we have like 8 greens times 840 plus around 80 whites for 420 XP each, it's around 40,000 EXP per day. So if you do it once a week, you're getting 282, which is more than enough without the multipliers. 2 plus 20 a 5-star artifact. So if you're asking if this is worth, it's worth. It's just, you know, a little bit of a hassle to do. It's not something that a lot of people would want to do every day, but it is free. It is something that you don't need to use resin on, and like, it's pretty worth it to have more artifacts. This is just something you could do, something extra you could do for the late game, you know. I hope this was helpful for someone out there if you already didn't know about this, and I hope you found the video, again, hope you found the video useful. Follow me on Twitch. I do this on the daily when I have nothing left to do in the game, and I hope you could come join us there. See you guys. Peace.